Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Kyrie Irving reveals how he convinced Klay Thompson to sign with Mavericks. Kyrie Irving recently shed some light on how he helped recruit Klay Thompson to the Dallas Mavericks. Thompson and the Golden State Warriors decided to part ways in the offseason. The Mavericks were more than willing to acquire the five-time All-Star via a sign and trade deal in July. During Mavericks Media Day on Monday, Irving was asked about the Mavericks' shiny new toy in Thompson. Irving shared how his own experience became the perfect recruitment pitch for the embattled Thompson. It was easy to quote-unquote convince Klay to come here, said Irving, because of just what I had experienced thus far in the past year and a half of just being welcomed and embraced. And I don't mean that cliche, I mean that truthfully. This team does a great job of protecting you, not just on the court but off the court. They go out of their way to make sure you feel special. Thompson has seen his star fade in recent years following the two major leg injuries he suffered back in 2019 and 2020. Thompson's on-court decline was very evident last season. He shot a pedestrian 43.2% from the field and 38.7% from deep, which were decent numbers but not what Warriors fans were used to seeing from the team's longtime sharpshooter. It got to the point that the Warriors benched Thompson, who didn't exactly take the benching well. Irving has had some court issues of his own throughout the latter half of his career, but he's been able to find a home in Dallas. Irving was extremely effective last season as Luka Doncic's co-star, averaging 25.6 points, 5.0 rebounds and 5.2 assists on nearly 50% shooting. His productivity also came with a relatively drama-free season. Perhaps Thompson, like Irving, can find the fresh start he needs with the Mavericks. Steph's special Paris Olympics heroics match. Draymond Green was floored by Steph Curry's performance to end their gold medal game at the Paris Olympics. Speaking to reporters during Warriors Media Day on Monday at Chase Center, Green was asked what he thought of Curry's supernova performance against France in the Olympic final. I thought it was absolutely incredible to see, Green told reporters. I was honored to be there for the moment, to watch him have that moment and to witness that. It was amazing because all of the stuff he's done in the NBA is great and everybody around the world knows him. Green went on to explain how other basketball players from around the world place a huge emphasis on Olympic glory and representing their country on the world stage. Outside of America, I think everyone else takes the Olympics more serious. Like if you go talk to most Europeans, they probably would rather win an Olympic gold medal rather than win an NBA championship. Green said it's not that way for us growing up. You grow up in America, the goal is to win an NBA championship. All of a sudden you realize, oh man, I may be good enough to play on Team USA. I want the opportunity to win an Olympic gold medal. Nikola Jokic grew up dreaming of winning an Olympic gold medal, not winning an NBA championship. To see him on that stage where everyone else in the world is watching that thing, and like that's the thing that you need to do in order to be this guy in our eyes. Michael Jordan went to Barcelona in 1992. Look what he did, right? Like you start to look at what those guys have done, considering this likely was Curry's only chance at Olympic gold. Green was ecstatic that his Golden State teammate made the team and helped Team USA to its fifth consecutive gold medal in basketball. Steph made that, Green told reporters, and to watch him not only go get it like we always say, you play on Team USA. The hard part is making the team. Once you make the team, you're going to win, so you're going to get a gold medal. He made that his moment in getting the gold medal that was as special as anything I've ever seen him do. Curry's epic barrage of three-pointers in the final will go down in history as one of his greatest Olympic basketball feats, and it demonstrated that his superb shot-making ability has not diminished one bit. Now Curry will look to Green and the rest of the Warriors to step up their respective game as the franchise seeks a return to relevancy in the Western Conference, with the organization parting ways with Klay Thompson and acquiring a host of solid veterans. Golden State will look to make it back to the top of the NBA mountain. Expect plenty of more scoring barges from Curry and a few night gestures thrown in for good measure to Steph Curry had a hilarious response when asked about his late-game heroics in Team USA's gold medal game against France during the Paris Olympics. Speaking to reporters during Warriors Media Day on Monday at Chase Center, Curry was asked if he saw that Kevin Durant and LeBron James were wide open on the other end of the court as he took his game-sealing three-pointer. "You think they were open?" Curry told reporters they were 100% open. Laughs. The reporter followed up on question asking the Warriors superstar what he was thinking as he was double-teamed and if he knew James and Durant were fine with him taking the shot. "I wouldn't say that either because I read body language pretty well." Laughs. Curry told reporters, "When I watched it back I got trapped through it to Durant. LeBron was open on the swing but Durant threw it back to me. When he did that, that's when your muscle memory takes over. I'm already in motion and do my move. I see the two guys but I'm already in rhythm. As long as I get it off I know I'm going to make it. I see both of them as soon as I'm shooting their hands were up and they both went like this, like they didn't expect me to shoot it. I'm sure they were ready for a pass back to the weak side, but as soon as it went in, seeing James do the gesture, seeing the guys on the bench, Durant threw his head back and was kind of an amazement." Warriors predicted as dark horse landing spot for Miami Heat star. The Miami Heat's media day made one mission clear: Jimmy Butler is red. Why for a monster campaign? The veteran forward gearing up for a strong season doesn't eliminate the possibility of a mid-season trade if the Heat struggle early. Heat team president Pat Riley could trade Butler for a solid return before he potentially hits free agency. Many landing sites have emerged in recent months, but Warriors is the latest to join the list as a surprise destination. Perhaps he and the team will discuss his future together next summer, wrote Bleacher Report. Stan Faval, or maybe just maybe Miami's current window is over and the front office is considering taking a broader approach. It won't be hard to find admirers if Butler turns out the rumor mill. The Warriors are at an organizational crossroads. The 35-year-old Heat star doesn't fit into that timeline, meaning the Warrior would need to want another run at the championship immediately. Miami may insist on signing Zachary Reiser or Jalen Johnson. Faval wrote Warriors should dump them. Butler just turned 35 and is nearing the end of his contract. The Heat's leverage is limited, getting a handful of digestible contracts. Players like Onyeka Okongwu, who could be reflipped since Miami has Bam Adebayo and Gelware, Dyson Daniels and Kobe Bufkin and multiple debuts, is a viable return. Butler's arrival at the Hawks is highly unlikely but not impossible if the organizations desire opposite futures. The Heat would get much younger while the Hawks looked to jump among the title contenders in the Eastern Conference. And you fan, what do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.